You look like a man who knows where to get man.
This iced special blend is shit.
Aaron, did you like my attempt at a YouTube poop?
Oh, it was beautiful.
I wanted to originally make him say, you look like a man who knows where to find sands, but I couldn't make it work.
Sans.
Sands. Sauce.
Sauce.
So last episode, we got the lifeguard.
We got my waifu.
I might use her later, a lot later. Not so much right now. You want to help some pro bono. This is like a little, like, mini quest right here. On the other side of this beach is this bird's, like, chick. And you can get it, and I think you get, like, an item for it. I won't be doing all of these. I mentioned before, I'm going to be 100% in the game, but I'm going to be mostly just getting all the achievements, and,
It just crashes.
those tiny little missions aren't actually included in that, so I'm not going to be doing all of those. We're doing all the exterminator missions, all the cop missions, and all the party members. So
A man made of steel.
everyone else dies when you do that. Does this area look familiar?
Yes.
This is the area we started the game in. We've completely backed around.
It's called going backwards, boys.
This is technically an open world game where everything is connected. Because, yeah, we straight up came back. Like, these are enemies from the start of the game.
Time to teach you a lesson.
Get it because he's a teacher?
Yeah.
Get it?
I described the lifeguard earlier. Yeah, she's basically like a water-based paladin. She's based around, she's based around, like, healing other party members through, like, CPR and mouth-to-mouth, stuff like that. She also knows a good variety of muscle and water moves, which is kind of cool. I mean, those are elements that are kind of common, but to see them both on one character is kind of rare. Typically, party members just focus on one type of element. Unless you're the conspiracy guy where you're an elementalist and have all of them, basically.
Because it's the chemicals in the water.
It's the truth serum. That's his water move. Truth serum.
It's like water bending, but you know, with truth serum.
With truth serum. I was gonna take a quick nap real quick while everyone else watches me.
Again, I think it's more like a doggy pile. All of you just get up on the bed.
Oh my god.
President at the bottom, having a terrible time.
Aaron, you know that awkward family photo where, like, the people are stacked on top of each other?
I can't forget an image like that.
Is it like that? Is it?
Like terrible, except it goes the opposite way of the smallest person on the bottom.
Aaron, I once saw an edit of that was with all of the Kingdom Hearts antagonists, and it was so funny to me.
Fan art is good.
So now it's a meme edit, not fan art.
Either way. Isn't everything fan art, if you really think about it?
Just think about it. So we're going to be getting the cop now. And I'm going to be putting up a very specific team for this. Yeah, there we go. Oh, there is one big caveat to the lifeguard. She can't heal herself.
Oh no.
All of her heals work on other party members, but not herself.
Because she's a lifeguard.
Yeah, because she's a lifeguard. So, I don't know, either have another healer ready for her, or, like, just find a way to boost her defense, maybe? I don't know. Now, do you want to know, she explains here why the police are after us. She thinks we're responsible for the moonbucks flying away.
Oh god, this is
Did you say the Undertale reference?
This is the Earthbound reference.
Yep, this mission is one big reference to Earthbound. You have to fight 2 cops, 1 cop, then 2 cops, then 3 cops.
I wonder if this game was inspired by Earthbound.
Yeah, it clearly is. In this battle, I'm going to be showing off why I like Billy Bones so much. I mentioned before that he has, like, a lot of healing and a lot of, like, striking moves. He has a move I love called Nail Gun. Basically, it's an attack that, like, you know in RPG Maker, like, you set a move to hit blank random enemies? It's basically one of those moves, and I've said this before in other Let's Plays. I love attacks like this because they're pretty good in just about every situation. Because if you're fighting multiple enemies, it spreads the damage out. But if you're fighting one enemy, it, like, just shotguns all the attacks into that one enemy, which is super cool. Yeah, see, look at that.
You got the dream team right here.
I like this team a lot, actually.
I get it. You're a nerd. Come on, man.
I didn't This recording session, I noticed something about the programmer that I didn't notice before. Did you see 1010 and 100?
Yeah.
When the programmer attacks, the damage number is in binary.
Oops.
I just noticed that during this recording session. I thought that was hilarious.
It's the little things that make games worth playing.
This game does have a lot of little details like that. He's the only character. Like, look at this. That's so funny to me.
This calls for a celebration.
His other attack, Hex, has the number display in hexadecimal. Oh, super glue. Okay, that's a great move. CPR. That's a pretty good heal. And now he can fix more doors.
More doors?
More doors.
Requesting backup.
Oh no, here
We're
they
a
come.
triple threat. Johnson here sings, Winslow dances, and I beat people up.
I love all of the cop voices.
They're all so good. Look at how happy they are. Even if they were just, like, attacking you on the street randomly.
Also, I was a little wrong on something. Trojan doesn't power up your next attack. Instead, you hit something with it, and then the next move, there's a chance that he'll hit an additional time, and that attack is super powerful. Kind of reminds me of the skill the cop gets, actually, called Time Bomb. But, like, it's not guaranteed to go off. But it's still pretty powerful. Like, it's still worth it if you have that ability set up. Or if you have that ability available.
I don't have much to talk about. I just caught a shiny Ponyta.
Oh, Aaron caught a shiny Ponyta in
and
Pokemon Let's Go Eevee.
I've been waiting for a day, which, thank God, it hasn't gone as long as my other shiny ventures.
Aaron, did you post it about it on Twitter yet?
I need to.
Okay.
Literally, you called me up, like, as soon as I caught him.
Oh, okay.
I was like, I need to save my game, like, 4 times to
Aaron,
make sure.
I think I have a shiny Ponyta in Go that I could trade you.
Oh, but I spent time catching my boy.
Okay.
I pretty much only wanted to catch it because it's blue and cool.
When it evolves, it becomes gray.
Yeah.
Now, there was a Jaywoods video he just uploaded where, like, he talks about,
The shiny Pokemon.
the shiny Pokemon of Generation 8.
Got some quality shinies. Like in Shield right now, I'm trying to breed for a shiny Impidimp.
Impidimp?
Yeah, because I love that boy.
Is that Pokemon good competitive?
I think it is.
I hate the final design.
I love the final
But
design.
it looks over-designed, in my opinion.
He's my nasty boy, and I love him. His name is Salwin.
It doesn't take that much to make a demon look good. Like, it just looks weird to me. He looks like Shaggy or something.
Well, it's all hair.
Yeah, it is all hair.
I love him so much. There's so many good Gen 8 Mons guys.
Yeah.
Like, my team is stacked, but I also have very tall guys on my team, so every time I go into the camp, I just get, like, attacked by several 10-foot tall Pokemon. It's great.
I know what team I'm going to use when I get around to Sword and Shield. And I just wasn't really that interested to try it. Can someone tell me the difference between Screwdriver and Wrench Set? Wrench Set's description says it deals, like, random damage, but it really doesn't seem to do any more or less than Screwdriver. I don't know. It's a weird attack to me.
You did it, guys.
Yep. And now for the boss.
That sure played out better in me head.
I love their voices.
Like, none of these fools could do it.
Yeah. Now, this is a rarity. I think this is the only time in the game this happens. You have to fight the party member.
It's like a Yokai Watch situation where you have to earn her respect. Probably toss her a few donuts, a coffee.
You can't... Actually, you can use items on the opponent. Like, I think items like Ipecac and, like, most of the medicine stuff that inflict status ailments you can use on opponents, but again, I don't know how to use items in battle, so...
Oops.
Oops.
Oops, all not knowing game mechanics.
I'm still able to do very well at the game, though.
So what if I don't know how to jump? I can still do well in video games. I'm a gamer.
I'm a gamer, TM.
Keep it up.
I think I use Mod 4 a lot here. It's Mod 4... Okay, when I tell people about that ability, they always go, oh god, that sounds so broken. Like, every 4 attacks you just don't take damage. Guys, you die in like 3 hits in this game to most attacks. It's not really that much of a game breaker as people believe it to be.
It seems more like a quick like Pokemon style battle than like a Final Fantasy style like 30-minute battle.
Yeah, the only time it go or Y2K where battles last like 15 minutes for no reason. Yeah, see, look at that. If I used it here to try and save myself, like maybe one character would live.
There's the quick RPGs and the slow RPGs.
Yeah.
Some will take you an eternity, and some you'll beat in 20 hours. Shield, sword.
I think it's like, I don't know. I can go either ways with like if a RPG wants to go short battles or long battles, but I feel like you need to like establish early if the game is going to do that. Like in Y2K, like the first 2 battles of the game last like maybe a minute to 2 minutes, but by endgame they last like 10 minutes each, and I think that's pretty bad. Unless you break the game with LP toss. Like, freaking LP toss. Aaron, I should straight up let's play that game one day.
You're the certified expert on Yik.
I am the expert on Y2K, a postmodern RPG.
You're like the master.
You know how every YouTuber has that one game that haunts them?
Oh god, yeah.
I think Y2K might become mine, and I'm kind of okay with that.
God, it was supposed to be for the memes, but oh no.
I'm using super glue a lot here. I really like super glue because it's like a pretty decent heal. But the downside is that it gives you a slowdown. But like honestly, speed doesn't really matter. Billy Bones glues his own wound shut. That's what the thing says up top.
That's a recipe for infection, my friends.
Speed doesn't really matter that much in this game, to be honest. Like, you'll see, like, all of our characters go before the cop regardless of all the speed downs we have. I feel like the game kind of rolls a bit in your favor when it comes to speed.
Gotta go fast.
I'm half tempted that speed only affects, like, your own turn order.
The turn order is right in the corner over there.
Yeah. I think we're almost done here.
California. My
waifu splashes cop with a wall of water.
Heck yeah. Go, my waifu, go.
Now I can save more lives.
Now I can save more lives.
Even more, me trialing this with this one dude.
One of her attack quotes is, "Don't worry, I help you."
Except I really don't have an explanation.
Help me help you, sir. You're only making it worse for yourself. Looks like you got yourself an alibi. Is what they said true?
Absolutely.
Well, if these honest citizens are willing to put their reputations on the line for you, then I'll believe them. For now. I'm thinking I should come along and handle this investigation personally. No more of your funny business. You've got
So she's coming along just so she can keep an eye on him.
She's like the most normal one here.
So yeah, this name, Aaron, do you remember what you named her?
Yeah.
Sans Undertale. Because I think in the tooltip is like her recruit mission is one big Earthbound reference, so of course you name her Sans Undertale.
Sans Undertale.
But you had Undertale in all caps for some reason.
Because it deserves to be. I don't know the logic behind like why most of these names are like this, because
she's one of my favorite party members, actually. Tear gas and pepper spray are decent damage dealing attacks. Riot Shield nullifies attacks for a turn that go onto her, so she's kind of good defensively. And then she has like a lot of firearm style attacks, which are just a high power. Her biggest downside though, she has a hard time gaining energy. Because like I think pepper spray and baton are her only ways to gain energy, and they're not great attacks. She might be a party member that'd be good to have with a barista, maybe. I don't know. What were you saying?
God, I don't even know. It's like half of the names, like I don't know how they turned out like this.
Safe right now.
Huh? It's not one of those scary horror movie killers on the loose again, is it?
Worse, much worse. You know those cookies the scouts sell?
You mean Danger Scout cookies? I love those! Strawberry shenanigans are my—
Danger Scout cookies.
That's what they actually are.
Okay.
Girl Scouts, Boy Scouts, all Danger Scouts.
This next area we're going is a Boy Scout camp.
This is your expertise. My expertise is the Girl Scout camp.
On this game, though, it's there are boys and girls here. So it's like one of those international, like, now someone actually told me this. Outside of the United States, the Scouts are just boys and girls. There's actually a lot of controversy about that right now. Like, the Boy Scouts are trying to, like, include the Girl Scouts as well. Well, no, the Boy Scouts are trying to include girls as well, and then the Girl Scouts go, well, am I a joke to you?
Yeah, that's what it's like, because if you read any article, it's all like, all we did in Girl Scouts was make bracelets. And I'm like, oh, you mean like all the pamphlets that lead out to us that say, like, leadership, teamwork. I guess you didn't pay any goddamn attention in Girl Scouts. I'm so mad.
A friend of mine told me that internationally, scouting is just, like, boys and girls are both in scouting. And I personally think that's more because, like, scouting isn't doing that well financially. So
Yeah,
this is probably
pretty
just a
much.
way for them to get more people into it.
It's like, if Girl Scouts and Boy Scouts combined it, I'd be totally chill with that. It's just like, don't just be like, oh, the Girl Scouts don't exist, or in the Boy Scouts. Just combine them, guys. Just combine them. The Girl Scout Council needs a kick anyway, because they suck sometimes.
Are they affiliated, like, to a level where that be possible? Because I keep seeing conflicting things about that.
I don't know, but just like shake hands, guys. Just do it. We're the same thing.
Is there a dire rivalry between these two? I don't know. I actually am an Eagle Scout myself, and did you get to highest rank too? Because I know you were in Girl Scouts.
No, because the Girl Scout Council in our area is full of was not
Be
good.
careful what you say, this is going public.
It was not the greatest thing in the world. It was a lot of just like going around in circles for pretty much a month before I even like had like the proper like project idea to go in, and they're like, oh, that wouldn't work because of these 20 different things.
Oh my goodness.
And it's like,
Bureaucracy.
it's like, I'm sure that the Girl Scout Council is fine in other areas, it's just that in our particular area, it was a bit too particular.
We're taking a shortcut into Camp Cuckoo.
Oh boy.
We're going through the Dream World because this is a place you can end up. So yeah, welcome to Camp Cuckoo. That's a girl, by the way.
It's the hyper child.
Hyper child.
Better run. You're gonna come for your bones.
And then, like, the skinny ones are boys. It looks the opposite way, in my opinion. I don't know.
It is almost 2020.
Alright, so we were talking through that whole cutscene. So, the story of this area... Oh, I also noticed that all of the enemies here are weak to verbal, by the way. So, because the kids are weak to verbal.
Don't yell at the children,
Don't yell at the children. So, there's a Danger Scout cookie factory in this area, and they thought it'd be a great idea to get the kids involved in helping making them, but instead they kept trying to steal the cookies.
Impressive. I'll never expect this.
You're under arrest.
I love that. That's one of her attack quotes, is just, you're under arrest.
You're with thwack.
Yeah, so the Danger Scouts kept stealing the cookies, and so the enemies in this area are hyperactive Boy Scouts and Girl Scouts.
We need help, like, immediately.
Time Bomb, that's a good move. This is one of the most ridiculous areas in the game, and it's just a Boy Scout camp. I take that off, too, because, like, it's good for, like, short battles, but I get into a lot of fights in this area. I think this is one of the worst areas when it comes to, like, just the sheer amount of enemy spam the game goes for. Tear gas pepper spray.
Just gonna pepper spray
Pistol,
the child.
time bomb.
It's like, I'm sorry, young one.
I really like the cop a lot. Like, she's really powerful.
But I like how the weapons are like your mind, the power of conspiracy, a gun.
If you get a moment, read some of the text up at the top because it's kind of hilarious. Facebook accused Hyperchild of a cover-up.
What's in those cookies?
There's one I love, like, I remember where it was in the video, but, like, the unhappy camper, that's the name of the, like, skinny ones. One of his attacks is to ask one of your party members the same question over and over again. And that's an attack.
It honestly is, though. Have you ever, like, been with a child and, like, hear them talk?
You think the people who made this game are parents?
Honestly, anything's possible.
Anything is possible. Okay, so you know my golden rule, if you die, you go to school.
Bad and naughty kids.
Yeah, I needed, like, a good team for this, so, and she's kind of underleveled right now. One of my biggest problems with this game, actually, characters only gain experience when they're in your party or in the school. It's not like an other RPG, like, there's no, like, EXP share or anything like that.
Even the JoJo's Bizarre Adventure fighting game levels up your characters.
They actually fixed this in the sequel, which I think is pretty awesome.
Isn't that what all of us gamers wanted? Harder games with no XP shares.
I don't know. My problem was when they don't let you turn it off. Because sometimes you like that challenge. Like, it's... all the farmers out here. Such impressive growth. Are you talking about my hair? What? Sorry, are we talking about something else? I'm talking about the massive trees. They've grown so quickly. I wish I could apply this secret to my own crops back in grassland. And I'm gonna use her talent for the very first time. We're gonna get a bunch of coffee.
Just for the cop.
Just for the... Salmon roll, tuna roll, crab roll, cucumber roll. God, there's so much sushi in this game.
We're just gonna keep on assaulting the children.
They struck first.
No, you didn't. You pointed at them, and then just a bunch of people came and ganged up on him.
Also, I want us to be quiet for when the unhappy camper dies at least once, because his death scream is terrifying.
I think I heard it.
You heard it? Like, it's...
Yeah, but imagine you're a kid, and then like a person...
And then the vice president just comes out of nowhere.
And they start shooting you.
Aaron, there's probably a political cartoon about that. I wanted you to hear that. There's probably a political cartoon about that somewhere.
Of course there is. What do you think? And then everything has to be labeled.
Everything has to be labeled.
And the kid's labeled with just a sign that says America.
America. There must be something in the water. You mean like fish? No, I mean something that's given the kids so much energy. If only I could get my hands on their secret, an infinite power source. I want to run some tests on them, but they're so unruly.
Jesus,
the
lady.
secret ingredient is sugar. Oh my god, look at all the enemies! This is absurd.
It's like a zombie game.
Yeah, it really is. Like, it's... I hate the enemy spam in this game.
Another victory for
I don't know what that sound is supposed to be. Hyperchild dropped breadcrumbs. We stole some kid's medication.
Always a good time.
Always great.
I got an inhaler.
good luck.
No way.
Well done, team.
You did it, guys.
You stole some kid's donut.
Like taking candy from a baby.
Oh my god, this is terrifying.
Just this specific party too would be terrifying to like to run up to. Like you're at camp, you're having a good time, like making friendship bracelets, and then a therapist walks up to you and punches you in the face.
During this area, the psychologist learns an ability called childhood memory.
Oh no.
It's a weird attack. It's an attack that gains energy, but it either does schizophrenia. It either does an insane amount of damage or heals the opponent. Like
no.
either or.
That's how you can see the dark backstories. I imagine halfway through this game, it gets like really dark. It like pulls Madoka and like a character
No, this isn't pulling a Pony Island at any point.
What if like it does, like only through this Let's Play?
Oh
Like it happens like 1 in 100 Let's Plays?
Oh my, 1 in 100 Let's Plays. It reminds me of that article, like, local Pokemon fan only had to watch Detective Pikachu 800 times to see a shiny Detective Pikachu. We need to make an edit of that movie where Pikachu is a shiny.
Please.
Refreshed.
And then we'll like sneak it into a video store and like hide it among all the other Detective Pikachu DVDs.
Oh my god. Don't stray far off the path, sir. Why, are there Omega Bears in the woods? Worse, far worse. You mean the campers? Even worse, it's flying fish. I can smell them. My nose is never wrong.
Oh no.
There is an exterminator mission in the camp, but it's in the first area that we completely skipped over by going here through the,
You've entered the war zone. You've entered it. Oh no.
These look like war tent camps. Not even the... God, there are way too many enemies here.
Usually camps have a limit of the amount of people that are allowed into them, so you don't stack the children in the tents.
Arc Rival. Oh, that's a broken ability if you know how to use it. That attack does double the damage his last attack did.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Also, we're gonna use Sacrificial Love.
Oh no.
That kills her, but revives another party member.
Oh no.
But I was watching a friend play this, and he was hysterical over that move. Like, it's such a weird concept. Like,
What an anime thing to do.
What an anime thing to do.
Is this game anime?
All we need is tears. Imagine if this game had an anime art style.
Oh god.
Same political stuff, just anime.
Oh no.
They'd probably make the vice president buff if they did that.
Buff, or maybe the new aged anime protagonists where they're very skinny, very bishoujo.
Do you remember the president from Shadow the Hedgehog?
Yes.
He had he had mismatched eyes and just hated everything about Shadow and sent the government after him. Here's the Cookie Factory. Don't do this right now. This is actually a dungeon you're supposed to do later. I don't even know if you can complete it right now. So
We brought this up earlier, but what president is the Shadow the Hedgehog president based off of?
I don't. That's one I don't know. Maybe it's based off a non-American president. I don't know.
Didn't that die out when they invented bicycles and stuff?
As long as there's water, there will always be sailors.
That's not necessarily sound logic.
Sometimes, logic only gets you so far. You need a ship to go the full distance.
Preach it, my man.
We are going to be recruiting the captain right now.
He is ours.
So when we...
Hello there, Nessie. No, it's Tessie from Earthbound.
No, it's the Ogopogo.
That's an actual cryptid.
Yep. By the way, I'm gonna buff myself here, but I actually die a couple times in this fight. I don't think we're supposed to do it until later.
Oh well.
Hey, is that a human? I'm such a huge fan!
Are you the one causing problems here?
I'm not sure, but I know I don't like being trapped in this tiny lake.
Well, I'm sorry, but I must tame you.
I'm sorry, but I must tame you.
I'm sorry, young one.
So yeah, this is the lake monster that the captain wanted to tame. So we have to actually defeat her.
Why does it have an anime voice, Doki Doki?
I think the Ogopogo is a girl. I don't know. The game seems to go back and forth a lot. Blistering binary calculation.
Get it. You're a gamer.
He's a gamer TM.
The most depressed race.
He probably spends a little too much time on Twitter.
Would...
Look at that. Look how much
no.
damage they take. Yeah, you're not meant to do this battle until later. So this fight has an interesting mechanic. You can see how the Ogopogo is like changing colors. Green is normal mode, red is angry mode, and like blue is sad mode. And when she's blue, she has like a permanent defense down.
Oh no.
So basically, changing the Ogopogo's mood is kind of weird. When one party member dies, she turns blue, and that's what you want. When two party members die, she turns red, and that's what you don't want. So to optimize this fight, you need exactly one dead party member.
We better go and kill who's the sacrifice?
That's really interesting to me, because I've never seen... Well, it's going to be Thick Pharma. I've never seen a boss of a gimmick like that.
Who was Thanos gonna snap out of this party?
See, like, now she's sad now. And you're going to see in, like, a minute, I try to read the stuff up top a little more. Broods in the sadness over defeating a citizen.
No!
And look, she has defense downs now.
Oh no!
Like, that's a cool gimmick. I don't know. Again, this game is, like, deceptively hardcore. Like, that's not a gimmick you'd see in a casual RPG.
Poor girl. We got Thanos snapped one of them out of existence.
Thanos snapped frickin' everyone.
Oops.
I've yet to see that movie.
True, yeah. It's a film.
The last movie I saw in the last Marvel movie I've seen was like what was it? I think it was just Avengers 2.
Yeah, I think it was
And the only reason I went is because we went to Smitty's, which is like a movie theater mixed with a restaurant. Like
and nothing
so
says
literally you have to buy me dinner to get me to see a Marvel movie.
Like Marvel movies aren't bad.
They're not bad. I don't know. I just think they're a bit dime a dozen.
Yeah. Very, very quippy. I'm glad they brought superheroes back into the conscious, but I prefer the superhero cartoons.
Remember in the early 2000s where every superhero movie had a lot of like edgy Christian imagery? Like Daredevil, Elektra, Ghost Rider. Oh god, remember the Ghost Rider movie?
With Nick Cage? How can we forget?
Nick Cage as the Ghost Rider.
Or the most classic one being Catwoman.
Catwoman. I don't think I've ever seen that one.
Don't.
Don't. Aaron, would you rather see Cats or Catwoman?
Oh god, that's it. Well,
I've been seeing a couple reviews of Cats, which is like only a week or two old as the time we're recording this, because remember, this might go up later.
It's weird because I've watched a lot of like old CGI cartoons, and like Rebo looks better than Cats. Like it looks bad because first like CGI animated show, but like I can look at it without feeling fear deep within my stomach, like without wanting to actually like vomit. It's amazing.
Your movie sucks me up a really good point about the Cat movie. The problem with the CG in that game is that when it's on a stage, the people looking like creepy human cat hybrids is expected because a play is meant to be a representation of a story. But when you're like doing CG in a movie, it's expected that that's what they actually look like.
Yeah.
So they should have just made it like a full-blown CG movie, or like just interpreted them all as flat-out humans, not like go for a weird, creepy middle ground.
I would have said like middle ground's the word, because I've seen like pretty good like mix of like cat and human stuff before. But it's like I think the fact that they tried to make it realistic instead of going stylized. The thing with like a lot of like especially CG animation
What is
that
Cats even about? Like,
that's the question. I think I've seen it, and I've seen the musical, not the movie.
Traumatic recall.
Oh no. But it's like, I think it's just about all these cats who want to die, and like, the entire movie is just dedicated to a new cat showing up, singing about themselves, then yeeting out of there.
I heard that the movie is about like a drug bust, but with cats. Oh no, like the play plot, like catnip is like a hard drug or something.
I don't even know what the
That's what I heard the plot is about, but I don't know. I don't know, I'm not a big play fan.
Yeah, but it's a trip. Yeah, just stylize your CGI so it doesn't look like garbage. Like, I think some of the best, like, some really good shows, like, stylize their CGI and they look good to this day, even if, like, they're obviously, like, really cheap, like Stormhawks is a CGI done show.
Wind Waker is the example everyone brings up.
Yeah, Wind Waker, but my example is a cartoon called Stormhawks.
I'm trying to get back to the captain, but there's a kid in the way.
Oh no, but it's like really stylized, and even though you can tell like it wasn't like the most expensive CGI cartoon to make, it still like looks really well because they decided to not make them look like humans.
Yeah.
Cell shading too, your Wind Waker example, I think like cell shading will always hold up because they're supposed to look like cartoons, not like actual human beings. Meanwhile, if you go back to like Laura Croft and her pointy boobs.
Points. Just 2 points. I once saw a reviewer refer to those as front-loaded anvils. And have I ever shown you that, like, Tomb Raider review by Gaming in the Clinton years?
Oh, no.
Imagine a hardcore boomer reviewing games from the 90s.
You showed me some of him before.
I think he like spent the first minute and a half talking about the game, and then he spent the last 2 minutes of the review talking about this game idea he had where Laura gets breast cancer. And it's like, it needs fleshing out, no pun intended. God dang it, Gaming in the Clinton years. I didn't understand this name. You wanted to call him 123 Movies, but you can't have numbers, so I just did my best.
That's because that's a pirate website. For movies.
Oh! I did not know that. Oops. 123 MV.
I didn't know how long it was supposed to be, but yeah, 123 Movies is a pirate website. Don't use it, support the official release.
The problem here is that you can't... It wasn't the length of the name, it's the fact that you can't put in... you can't put in, numbers.
Half of the names are, like, really, like, surface level, like Swole.
Barnacles, Salty Talk. Oh, this is another character that knows a lot of different elements. Insult. All hands. All allies attack immediately next turn. Strengthen the next attack of the party. Blunderbuss. Super duper strong physical attack.
Super duper strong.
I was looking at the notes. That's a party member you want me to beat the final boss with.
I like pirates.
You
Like,
like
what
pirates?
can I say, man?
They actually bring this party member back in the sequel.
The ocean calls me.
Well, no, it's not him. It's like his great-great-grandson or something. Like, he mentions that.
So he is a JoJo's.
Oh yeah, and also the Ogopogo is the boat of the game. And she makes a really funny sound when you dash with her.
Poor girl.
In pain.
Just always in pain. God, just being guarded by a bunch of, like, middle schoolers.
I really like the captain in the sequel. He's actually the first party member you get.
Ooh.
Yeah.
It's probably a space captain, though, because, you know...
No, yeah, he pilots your airship.
Heck yeah.
Or your spaceship. Or just a taxi at the start of the game.
The best aesthetic are movies that, like, have, like, spaceships, but the spaceships look like boats. That's the best aesthetic.
How do you go up on deck?
There's usually, like, a magical orb around it, or they just, like... Or they're like, oh, who cares about the rules of space?
Yeah, the thing I love about the pirate, or about the captain, is that, like, he dresses and talks like an old sea cat, like salty captain, like a movie pirate, but like he just pilots an airship. Like he even has a peg leg and like a robot parrot.
Is this a reference to Treasure Planet?
I don't know, maybe? I don't know.
How many Billy Bones are there? Do you like my old literary references, guys?
He has a conversation with the doctor where he says that he has oh my god. Okay, what are like some things that vaccines save?
Measles?
Measles. Like he mentions that he has like 5 things that vaccines are meant to get rid of, and the doctor goes, "What? Those haven't been in the galaxy for generations." He's like, "You'd be surprised what's in my beard." Like it's a weird line.
It's like, you don't want to touch this.
You know what?
It's like you put a hand on your shoulder and they turn and says, "You should watch that."
Isn't? Dude, the captain in the sequel is great. Like he's so funny. He's like, he's a bit basic as far as party members go in terms of what he can do, but like he's a lot of fun. He's a good starting party member. Why are you out here?
Trying to find mountain lions, are we? Galahad and Percy.
I used to be a danger scout. My brother and I came here every summer. I should check if they have the Vice President Merit Badge. Aaron, at the end of the game... Oh, this is the camp counselor. There's a new character.
Oh, look at him. Look at that face.
I like the...
Look at that knowing face.
He's a very square face.
Once the youth developed a taste for refined sugar, all...
This is Psychonauts.
Oh my god.
We're in Psychonauts right now.
He even sounds a little bit like Oleander.
Oleander decided to leave and come here. Is this a prequel?
Most people I see play this game don't talk to him first here. I talked to him first in Mount Pom Pom. You can find him there too. His mission is you need to do enough achievements. Although he calls them merit badges. He's trying to get merit.
Yeah, because he has to hand out his badges.
At the end of the game, he reveals that there's such thing as a Save the World merit badge.
Okay. Gotta complete 20 challenges for him.
That's not pretentious at all. So yeah, the challenges. They're achievements, but they just call them challenges. And there's a lot in this game. We're going to be getting all of these. This is what, yeah, paparazzi. That's for doing all the photojournalist missions. I should really try to recruit her like right now after we're done with this, because I don't want to do those last, because her missions aren't that fun to watch. It's like she sends you a picture or something, you just have to find it in the world. She tells you like tells you the general location. So yeah, let's go back to sleep.
Let's try to dream.
Why is the sleeping bag like 4 times larger than us?
It's a family sleeping bag.
Oh no.
Gotta all huddle up.
Well, that's the end of the episode.
See you guys later.
See ya.